Sorry about that, folks. That's as good as it's going to get. We're online, I think. All right. This is K4PW Net Control. The Mount Juliet Simplex radio, last I heard, and it's already, the net's not even in use. So I'm not even going to bother saying it. The frequency's wide open. Does anybody have any emergency priority traffic? That would already be here, so there's no sense even asking. If there is emergency traffic, please call 911. If you have an emergency, you can call us if you can't call them, and we'll just make sure you give us your address. And that will open anytime for an emergency. Let's see. Net normally meets every Wednesday night and every Saturday night at 8 p.m. There's also another net at 7:30 p.m. on Sunday nights. That's on 28.415. It moves on to 29.415 and on to 223.415. That's 7:30 p.m. on Sundays, done by Michael KM4YRF. But tonight we're doing the 2 meters, and then we're going to move to 70 centimeters, and then we're going to go to it's on 446.415, and then the 28.415 upper sideband, and then on to 223.415. So, but as right now, we're right at 146.415. Purpose of that is have fun, figure out what we can hear, can't hear, see what's going on with your shack, if it's working well, see if we can hear everybody. I heard we had some unusual conditions earlier this evening on this frequency. I don't know what it was, whether it was airplanes or weather or what it was, but it was just fading in and out. So we'll see how that goes tonight. That was only a couple hours ago. Announcements. We do have a breakfast this coming Saturday at Golden Corral in Hermitage. That's at 8. The doors open at 8, so you can't be too early. You can be as early as you want, but you can be standing outside. You don't have to be there at 8 because all we do is run in and grab food and start drinking coffee and eating and talking and having a good old time with rag chewing and eyeball QSOs, as they say. Is there any other announcements I need to know about, or we need to know about? Let's put it that way. Just remember, Sunday nights, 7:30 p.m. 28.415. Anybody else? Okay, we got a Simplex crew chunker there. All right, that's no big deal. Let's see what else we got to go to here. Oh yes, we're going to go ahead and just as net number 987. We will be starting from the east, but first we're going to take check-ins on from people short on time, mobile, or first-time check-ins. So let's do that right now.
KM4YRF.
Hello, Michael. You busy, are you?
Yeah, I'm getting got to be at the hospital at 5:30 in the morning for my surgery, and so I got a lot of stuff to get ready. I'll be back though for hopefully the 10-meter net and the 220 net. But I doubt that I'll be able to make it to the breakfast on Saturday, and Rick is going to be in Chicago, so he won't be there for sure.
Man, why even have the breakfast?
I don't know.
Hey, by the way, you're getting that chip implant that Elon Musk's doing. That what you're doing?
Oh yeah, I'm getting that chip.
Because we get it while you're in the hospital.
Yeah, I'm sure they'll stick it right in there.
Very good. Anything else for that, Mike? I hope your surgery goes well.
I'm sure it will, and I'll be letting you know as soon as I'm able to talk.
All right, sounds good. Just don't do it right after you get into the recovery room.
Yeah, I won't have any way to do it there. They won't let me bring the HT.
Well, we can smuggle one in. All right, very good, Mike. Appreciate you being there. That was Kilo Mike 4 Yankee Romeo Foxtrot. He's having surgery later this week, or tomorrow, I guess. So he's not going to be talking much from the surgery suite. That was a Kilo Mike 4 Yankee Romeo Foxtrot. He's here in Mount Juliet, of course, and he does the net in my absence, and he also does that 10-meter net on Sunday nights. A 10 meter, and it's a 10, 10, 10, 10, 220. That's what it is. Who else is short on time, first time check-in, or short on time, or what did I say, mobile?
Danny.
Hello, Danny. Pleasure to have you here.
I finally remembered it, so so much up in there.
Yeah, that's right. Well, you see, I have to remember it. You don't have to.
Yeah, I know. All right. Good evening to you.
All right, very good. Hope things are going well with you.
Oh, yeah. Everything's going well.
Fantastic. You're still in Cotton Town, right? Or closer to Cotton Town than anywhere else?
Oh, yeah. Still the same place.
All right, sounds good. That was Danny in Cotton Town. Kilo Delta 4, Golf, Oscar, November. Who else is short on time, or first time check-ins, or mobile?
KQ4 AET, Chris. Mobile.
Hello, Chris. Anything good?
Yeah, I woke up above ground today. That's about as good as it gets for the day.
Well, above ground, as long as you're facing up.
Yeah, correct. That's stipulation. Sure thing.
Everything going all right?
Yes, sir. Yourself?
They're going great. A little tired. Had a busy day.
Doing what?
Oh, I had to go down and fight traffic to get down into the VA, and then had to traipse around there looking for things and getting things done, and then coming back here and traipsing around Walmart looking for something for my wife. And then I got on the treadmill for an hour and did all kinds of crazy things.
An hour?
Yeah, I gotta keep this ladylike figure, man.
Oh, well, that's true. How are things at the VA?
Oh, it was all right. It was fine. Everything went well for me. There's people a lot worse off than me.
That's true. At least they got the VA, right?
Yeah. No, they do all right. They treat me. They have treated me very well.
That's good to hear. All right. Well, I got nothing else. I get out of the way. 73, everybody. Thanks for running the net, sir.
Very good. That was Chris. He's here in Mount Juliet. I think that's where south of Mount Juliet. He's down there, I think. Did you fall into Davidson County or not where you are?
No, I'm Wilson County, but I'm currently mobile right now, rolling through Providence.
Okay. I thought you sounded a little different. Well, very good. He's normally over there in south of me, about 5 miles, but he's mobile tonight. That's Chris, Kilo, Quebec 4, Alpha, Echo, Tango. Big Signal Mobile. Of course, you're over in Providence. It's hard not to be. It's only a mile and a quarter from me. Who else is shorter on time, mobile, or first time checking? All righty. Let's start right now from the east end. Please come in. There's such a big crowd, they don't even want to answer. All right, we got KE4. You're noisier than usual. I do think we do have some. How do I sound to you there, Earl?
Oh, you sound all right. Glad you agree. I neglected to produce my output before I keyed up. I'll back to the big more than going around now.
Yeah, no, you're doing fine. It's just that there's quite a bit of static noise in there that you're not usually there.
Yeah, it is a changing season. First full day of spring, they say on the weather channel. Oh, wow, it started last night. But, yes, spatial birds, recalibrate. Anyway, I ain't got nothing other than howdy and enjoy the change of season, taking forward it.
I thought the first day of spring was the 21st. Well, man, I may be standing corrected there. I always thought it was the 21st. That was Earl, Kilo Echo 4 Delta Echo Zulu. He's in Noreen, just east of the Cedars 11 and Park. Who else is east? Hello, good to see you and your XYL today at the store.
Hey, it was nice to see you too.
I just in there spending my hard-earned money.
I know it's you.
Hey, I found out that I mentioned that I saw you in the store and was talking to Kevin. And I said, yeah, Jeff, he doesn't go to the Lebanon store. He goes over to Mount Juliet. He goes, so does my wife. Lisa does the same thing. She goes to the store Mount Juliet instead of Lebanon.
That's a good thing.
I guess. I don't know. You guys are coming over here and stealing all the good stuff.
Hey, we always go there.
Well, that's good. No, it's no big deal. Anything good for the net tonight, Jeff? By the way, thanks for doing your nets. I think everybody who goes on there enjoys them.
Hey, we try.
Yeah, very good. Very good. Anything for the net?
No, sir. Nothing for the net. Just wanted to give you another number.
Very good. Well, you are another number. That was Jeff, Whiskey Bravo 4. It's Whiskey Bravo 4, right? BWC, Bravo Whiskey Charlie, right?
That's right. Whiskey Delta.
Delta. I put down, well, my D looked like a B today. Sorry about that. Whiskey Delta 4, BWC. Who else is East?
KQ4IKN. This is Carlos.
KQ4IKN. Who was that? I'm sorry.
It's Carlos from Golf.
Oh, very good, Carlos. How you doing?
Doing well, doing well. Remember the net tonight, and I just wanted to check in. Everything is going well around here. Just had a busy day myself, just working, and just one day closer to the weekend, right?
Oh yeah, well, being retired every day's a weekend to me. It's good and bad. Everything all right with you, Carlos?
Yeah, everything's good. I was glad I was able to get on the 10-meter net the other day. At least you heard me anyway. Not sure, but was able to hear for the first time. So that's good. I must have punched the right buttons as far as getting audio settings on the radio and everything. So.
Which antenna are you using for 10 meters there?
So I have it's infrared half wave. It's 71 feet, so it's supposed to do 160 to 6 meters. But yeah.
Well, you probably have better luck on 160 is going to be tough on that length, but it's possible because that's like 1/8 the length of 1/8. You said it's 71 feet. Yeah, it's full length 160 is like 500 something feet.
Yeah, I have better luck on 20 and 40 meters.
Yeah, I don't think that surprises me. Yeah, very good. We'll have to do another test independently. You'll have to catch me on the air or something. Send me an email. Maybe we can test doing that 10 meters on yours and see if we can do better. Because I don't think I heard you. I'm trying to remember. It seems to me somebody told me you were on the air checking in.
Yeah. I don't think Mike heard me. Yeah. So, but I could hear the net pretty clear.
Oh, I know what happened. You texted me to say you were trying to get on the air. That's what it was. It was you. Well, very good. Yeah, let me know. Make sure see how so we can make that thing work a little better because I'm hoping I can hear you right because we're not that far apart, really.
Right. Exactly. Sounds good. Well, hey, thanks for letting me check in tonight.
Oh, very good, Carlos. We couldn't keep you away. That was Carlos. He's in Donaldson, Kilo, Quebec 4, India, Kilo, November. Who else is east or north? Anybody north?
WB0.
Hello, Mark. Anything good?
No, don't really have any news. Doing well up here. That's all you can say. You know how that goes.
I know you're supposed to say it was a beautiful day and you went outside and did 8 hours worth of work.
Actually, I took my car in the shop today. So they put a new battery in it for me. I figured after 8 years, it's due for a battery.
Oh, yeah. I replaced one recently. It was also one of those deals. It was like 6 or 7 years old, which is pretty good, really. But I was going to say, it reminded me today, I was driving back to the house and what was in front of me was one of those, a 911 Porsche Carrera S model. I wasn't unfamiliar with it. I just, it's a pretty car. I looked on the web. Do you have any idea what a Carrera, a 911 Carrera S goes for? Any idea?
Best part of 200,000.
Oh, it's not quite, but I would think it was 120 something thousand. I'm thinking, what has it got? Sleeping quarters in there?
know, I've never had a Porsche. I always wanted one, but they got out of my league in a hurry.
Well, they didn't used to be quite that expensive, as I remember.
Yep. Well, you know, a 20-year-old one is still $100,000.
Oh, wow. Well, they've obviously increased in value if somebody's kept them up, you know.
Yep. But anyway, I'll just settle for my old Volkswagen.
Is that what you're driving now?
That's what I've been driving for the last 8 years.
I just didn't remember it being a Volkswagen. Which model?
It's a Touareg. It's the one that's made in Belgium.
Huh. Yeah, I've seen it. I remember now. I've seen it when I've seen your car. I saw it a couple of times actually. I forgot about it. I forgot that was a Volkswagen. Yep. Volkswagens have changed a lot over the years too. I used to have a van, you know, the Volkswagen Van Agen. I think. Oh, it was the Van Agen. That's a different model. Mine was just the bus, the old bus, and it had curtains in it.
Oh yeah, I remember those, the hippie buses. The most weird VW I ever had was a diesel Rabbit that got such good mileage that when my wife was driving it, she would forget to put fuel in it.
I don't think she needed an excuse, did she?
No, but I mean, it'd get like 50 miles to the gallon, and we used to put a trailer on the back of it, and a canoe on top, 2 kids inside, and go camping.
Oh, wow. Yeah, are they still making diesels for the VW?
Well, they are in Europe. They were here until the big scandal about the emissions. Remember that?
Oh man, it was a software problem. That's all.
It was a software problem that made them pass.
That's what I mean. It was just a software problem.
Yep, it was. And I think that's the end of the diesels here for a while. But anyway, carry on. I'll sit back and listen. WD0NOO.
Yeah, very good. That was Mark. He's in Northwest Wilson County. Whiskey Bravo 0 November Oscar. Who else is north?
84 VEW, Carlin, Angeltown, Bethpage.
Hey, Angeltown, Bethpage. How you doing, Carl?
Doing all righty, I guess. Sit there enjoying the weather. It was a good day out there today.
Yeah, it just means the grass is going to grow. That's all.
Yeah, well, it's going to have to wait on me. I think it's still a little too early for it to grow. I've got a lot of wild mushrooms growing out there. Some grass and spots. All the neighbors, there's one neighbor up the road that kind of mows all the neighbors' yards around here and stuff. But he's done mowed some of the yards twice already. And I was thinking, yeah, it's a little bit too early, you know. I was looking at mine. I was thinking, well, there's a spot, but you know, I've got about 2 acres I got to cut, and I'm not going to get out there and mow it all, but just 2, 3 little spots. So I'll wait till it gets all greened up, and then I'll go out there and do that. I'm gonna give it another week and a half. I think it might be first. I'll get out there and cut it all up. Well, anyway, hello to everybody on the net. Hope everybody's enjoying the net and had a good day today. And hopefully you're staying warm and all that. So I guess I'll let you turn it back over to you, Paul.
Very good. That was Carlin. He's in Angeltown, Bethpage area. Kilo Delta 4 Victor, Uniform Whiskey. Who else is north? North or west?
Kilo Golf 4, India Lima Victor, Jack and Donaldson.
We got a time delay on that mic?
Well, I hate to be the first to jump in there.
Nah, you shouldn't have to worry about it. Yeah, you just always. I'm always afraid of doubling, but you know, especially when you're on the other end of this. I generally don't double with people.
Yeah, same here. Well, anyway, thanks for doing that, Paul. I'll see you on the next one here.
Very good. That was Jack. He is in Donaldson. Kilo Golf 4 India Lima Victor. Who else is west?
Kilo Delta 4 Charlie Victor Echo.
Yeah, I was already writing down your call, man. I knew you'd follow, Jay.
Yeah.
Everything okay? Are you seeing any? Did you see any condition issues this afternoon on the 2 meters or anything anywhere?
It's good. It's pretty good for me tonight.
Yeah, no, you sound good. I was just talking to Kevin earlier this afternoon. It was like he asked me if I was doing anything different because it was the signal. My signal was fading, and I said, "Well, I was going to tell you the same thing because it was just like the signal was. It was almost like it was constant, almost like airline flutter, but it was fading instead of making that fluttering noise."
Yeah, I remember we were having that trouble yesterday.
Yes, yeah, exactly. And I don't know what, maybe just weather conditions. I don't know. I don't know. We never know these things. We're like a bunch of voodoo prognosticators.
And we can't do anything about it.
Not a damn thing unless we just get on our iPhones, and we're not going to do that.
So very good.
All right, very good. That was Greg. He is in Antioch. Kilo Delta Ford Charlie Victor Echo. Who else is West?
Kilo 4 Alpha November Mike Clint Old Hickory.
Hello, Clint. How are you?
Man, it was a beautiful day. I sadly haven't been next to the radio for most of it, but just happy to plop down and add one tally to the 2-meter net.
Oh, it was great. I could tell when I know it's a great day. I put out 2 of the dogs today because they wanted to go out. And the one is a Chihuahua, the other one's a Dachshund. And you know it's a great day when I look out there and they're both laying, not walking around. You have a fairly big yard, just laying in the sun, just laying, soaking up. It was so cute. Both just laying in the sun. And normally they don't do that unless it's really nice. So I got my cup of coffee, went out and sat out there and laid down. No, I didn't lay down with them, but I sat out there in the yard for a while because it was so nice.
Yeah, just drinking it in. It was the day for it. Well, I'm glad to add the strike in the book here, and I'll pass to the next one.
Very good. That's Clint. He's in Old Hickory. That's correct.
Old Hickory.
Yeah. Okay. So I short memory here. Sorry about that. I got it right though. Clint and Old Hickory. Kilo 4 Alpha November Mike. Yeah, the antenna's working great there, Clint. Who else is West? Anybody else West? We're South.
Kilo India 4 November Delta November.
All right, we got the radio pirate down there in Reedyville. How you doing, David?
Hello, good evening, Mr. Paul. Everybody on your net, sir. I was up your way yesterday, day before, and yelled at you on a little mobile radio, and I didn't get you routed up. So you either ignored me or you was busy.
Oh no, I wouldn't. You know me better than that. In fact, I sometimes think I answer too many people sometimes, but I'm not. No, I apparently didn't hear you. What was it yesterday?
No, it was day before yesterday, and I was ready to check my radio, and I didn't hear any activity, so there wasn't nobody around, all that kind of stuff. But anyway, I was going to give you a big howdy from up your way. I was up there, went up to the one of this Long Hollow State Park, and was up in that area. And I said, "Oh, I'm gonna come to the radio and sit back and get your attention." But, I waved a hand at you anyhow, sir.
Yeah, very good. Which you talking about the one on 171 South?
Long Hunter State Park, just across, not far from you, not far out of Mount Juliet. That's on the edge of the road.
Oh, that's good. No, that's what I thought you meant. Yeah, for some reason my hearing must be messed up. I thought you said Long Hollow.
Oh, okay. Well, I talk funny sometimes, but anyway, Long Hunter, anyhow. Good evening to you, sir, and I appreciate what you do. And 7th grade, everybody on this net. I don't know where you started. Just walk in and turn it on and just saying good name. Thank you, Paul. 7th grade, KI4 indeed.
Yeah, very good. That's David. He's in Reedyville with a good signal. Kilo India 4 November Delta November. Who else is South? Hold on, the Tango station. I got Michael in there. Kilo 3 Mike Papa Romeo. How you doing, Mike?
Do good.
Well, it's, you know, as we say, we get 2 opportunities a week to miss the net, so you're doing a good job.
I've been doing a lot of the online tests for people wanting their license. So that's kind of pretty good.
Oh, very good. And you already told me which group is doing that. Which VE group are you working with?
Got the volunteer amateur radio group, I think out of Knoxville, another one out of Chattanooga, the
Yeah, I think you knew that, but I was either the only one in Tennessee, I think. When we actually did them on site. You know, we'd meet with the guy, and that was I was the only one doing that for that Anchorage club. And then finally they went online to do them, but they got permission to do them not on site. So it was a little bit different. I had to meet people where they were.
I mean, yeah, you imagine the number of people in the change goes from teenagers all the way up to people in their 60s. I think we had a guy in the 70s the other day. But we've been averaging anywhere from 4 to 8 testing most nights.
Wow, that's quite a few.
And I was also trying to talk Wilson County group into doing it digitally through DM study or whatever for DM tool. And I think it simplifies things, make it go quicker, and it's overall easier.
You mean for the testing?
Yeah, for the testing, I mean, all we have to do is find maybe, I think, 10 inexpensive tablets would do it. And, you know, we're not talking a bunch of money, so I think anything to make testing faster and easier really helps.
Yeah, absolutely. But everything else going all right for you?
Oh yeah, just I haven't played too much around on the radio. Doing other things.
Yeah, like work.
Yeah, I mean it's only a couple days a week, or 3 days a week when it's not raining.
Yeah, very good. Anything else for that, Mike?
No, just good to hear everybody out there. And, I'm not sure what the wife's got planned, but might be able to make the presents better.
All right. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, XYLs always come first.
Definitely true. But K3 NPR is back to net control.
Very good. That was Mike. Kilo 3 Mike Papa Romeo. He's here in Mount Juliet, a couple of miles east of me. On the other side of I-40. A great signal, by the way, as always. Who else is Sal? Hey, how you doing there, Larry? All right, very good. Nothing good for the net tonight? Very good. That's Larry in Rockville. Kilo Echo 4, Sierra Yankee Victor. He's the one. He also does the the D-Star net on Saturday nights at 7:15. So make sure you're there if you're on DMR. Who else is Sal?
Whiskey Victor 4 Delta, Ken, and Smyrna.
Your ears must have been burning today because I was thinking I hadn't heard from you in a while.
Yes, sir. I felt them burning, and I looked up, and it was just the sun.
You've been doing okay?
Absolutely. Business is going good. Things are going great. How does this radio sound? I have the 991 Alpha Mobile.
Oh, it sounds good. It sounds to me as though you're either too close to the mic or your gain's a little high. It just sounds, I mean, the voice is good, good audio, but it sounds a little strong.
How about that?
That's a little better, yeah.
All right. Well, yeah, this microphone, the handheld, is a little bit stout, and so I backed it off about a foot away. Does that sound better?
It sounds great. Did I ever tell you that story about the guy who really sounded bad on the air?
No, tell me.
Well, I hope everybody else appreciates it. There was a guy in Florida. Won't give his name or his call, but he had he had an odd accent. It was a Spanish accent, but it was perfectly understandable accent. It wasn't like it was weird. But he also had a very high nasal quality to the sound. And he always sounded like this. It was all way up here, you know. And he was always loud. It's like he had the microphone in his mouth. And so one of the guys listened, and he asked, he gets his attention on the air. It was through a repeater, by the way. And he says, "Hey, look, can we do a microphone test on you? Because I'd just like to help you out get that mic a little better." He says, "Take that mic and put it about 10 inches from hold the mic about 10 inches from your face and give me a countdown." And you heard the guy go, "Okay, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1." And he goes, "Okay, now do this for me. Take it about double that length, about 15, 20 inches, and do the same countdown." And then you heard 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then he, now do me this one more time just to test. He goes, I want you to put it out full arm's length away from me. Full arm's length, hold the mic out. And then you heard 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. He goes, leave it right there. I got a 20 over signal with no audio. You, if that was you, Ken, I had you had a 20 over signal, but no audio was coming through.
Well, I don't know what's going on here. Hang on a minute.
All right. Yeah, I guess that tester would be crazy. No?
How about that? Is that any better?
Oh, it sounds great. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I guess I had turned it down. Of course, in 991, you can go in and tell it how hot you want the mic to be, and I guess I had it up a little high in the beginning, turned it down a little bit too low.
Oh, okay, I got you. Yeah, way low because I had no audio at all.
Does that sound okay right now?
Yeah, it sounds okay. So, like I said, it's still a little hot, but it's still fine. I mean, I wouldn't complain too much on mobile, you know.
How about that? That sound any better?
Ah, see, now that sounds more natural, Ken.
Okay. Well, I'll just leave it there. Thank you, Paul, for the report. Thank you for doing the net. Sorry I hadn't been around a whole lot, but business is just business. and a lot of times you just have to do what you have to do. You understand that, don't you?
Oh, absolutely. I used to understand it about 16 hours a day some days.
Absolutely. Well, I'm thankful. I heard everybody say, even the mobile or the handheld. I don't know if this 5/8 whip is doing a good job or not getting out, but it did a great job receiving.
Yeah, it's doing a fine job to me. Anyway, anything else for the net, Ken?
Nothing. Move on. WV4D clear.
Very good. That was Ken, Whiskey Victor 4 Delta, and he's in Smyrna with a great signal. And just an improvement on the quality of his mobile 991A. I've never seen one in mobile, but obviously they must have got it in the, hauled it out to the car and get it. You'd use a regular mount for that, did you, Ken?
Yes, sir. I did. It's a little mount that comes with the radio, and I have it mounted in the center of the console. And but I'm going to take it back in the house. I just tried it out today, driving around, talked to several guys, and it seems to be doing good with that 5/8 whip.
Oh, yeah, that sounds great. Well, very good. Thanks, Ken. That was Whiskey Victor 4 Delta again. That was Ken in Smyrna, and mobile, by the way. Who else is south? Kilo Golf 4 India Kilo Tango. What was the first name again?
First name is Jeff.
Hey, Jeff. Where are you located again?
I'm in Bradyville, Southwest Connecticut.
Bradyville. I don't think I've ever been there. That's what it is. Brady, Brady, or Grady, Grady.
Bravo, Romeo, Brady.
Okay, very good. Yeah, I'm unfamiliar with it. It must be a little place, is it?
Yeah, just a bump in the road. Let's say down in Southwest Candy County.
Cool. We don't get too many Candy County chickens. You must have a pretty good day antenna down there. Good elevation.
Try again.
I say you must have a good elevation there in Cannon County.
Yeah, I'm about 1,200 feet, something about a 50-foot tower on a comet. I don't remember which one, GP15.
I don't know. I don't know all the ones that always people brag about is that GP9.
I think mine's a tri-band. I think that's the one I've got.
Oh, okay, very good. Yeah, I don't know the numbers on those. I do have a tri-band Comet, but it's the 2 meter, 220, and 70 centimeters, I believe.
Yeah, I think mine goes to 6 meter also.
Oh yeah. Well, anything else for the net, Jeff? Glad you're in there.
No, I just thought I'd see how I did. That's all. Thank you.
Yeah, very good. Not much of a signal, but I've got a decent audio, fully readable.
Okay, very good. Thank you.
Yeah, you were S3 here, so that's not too shabby from Cannon County. That was Kilo Golf for India Kilo Tango, and that's Jeff, and he's in Bradyville, Cannon County. Fantastic. Who else is, and glad to have him in, by the way. Who else is south or anywhere? Anybody, any place, anywhere?
KB9 RKK.
Made me beg.
Yeah, I just wanted to make sure, I don't know. Do we still have sandbaggers category?
We do. I just didn't want to embarrass you.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, I made it finally. But, yeah. I got really nothing. Just wanted to say hi. And turn it back over to you, KB9 RKK.
Yeah, very good. Were you listening to Mike earlier? KB9. I'm sorry, KB9. I can't even get his call right. K3 MPR. Were you listening to him?
Yeah.
That's pretty cool though. I mean, I don't know if you guys want to do remote testing though, do you?
I'm not sure. I'm not one that he is, but the guy that does it most of the time, he's pretty. One, he's very IT guy. He's an IT guy, and two, he's very kind of hyper. So he might go for it.
Oh, I got you. Yeah. Well, again, it's something people want to do. I mean, some people like to do it right in a classroom, a class type environment.
Yeah, I guess it depends. If it I think anything that makes it easier is good for both. Because if it takes less time and easier and less logistics and everything, I think that just is a win-win.
Oh yeah, that's why when I first did that, and I was doing it for the Anchorage Amateur Radio Club, because they have a real hard time getting people in for a test.
Yeah, I can imagine even under normal circumstances. But that was cool what you were doing. I mean, that was awesome.
Oh yeah, no, it was a little bit of a pain. It was, it was worth it, I think. I mean, especially that was during the first part of the pandemic when that became real viable. Where hey, we can't have people meet, and nobody would let you in their building.
Yeah, that was just part of the problem. Plus, you would have people that didn't want to show up or couldn't, or there was some law against it. But yeah, that was good that they made accommodations for it. And then, once the cat's out of the bag that works, it's kind of hard to go back. Especially if it was beneficial.
Oh yeah, absolutely. No, I'm glad it worked out for everybody, and now I'm glad that they're deciding that remote testing is just as good, really, because it's a lot of people who are hams. While they have internet access, they may be 50 miles from a testing site.
Yeah, especially in the rural areas. Absolutely. So, I don't think you can get much more rural than Alaska.
Well, I don't know if you ever heard me say that. I just for fun, I looked up the number of hams in all of the counties in Middle Tennessee, and the one with the lowest per capita number of hams was the biggest county, and that was Davidson. All the all the counties that had smaller populations had more hams per capita. Every single one. Hey, Mike.
Hey, you can also do in-person testing using exam tools. The easiest way to do it is if you have tablets available to let the test on, and then the TVs that are watching can also monitor what's going on tablets before once the person's done. They can sign into the tester's tablet and grade the test. And if the person wants a paper test, if you've got a printer available, exam tools, you can print out a paper test. And then when the person's done, you can take your cell phone, take a picture of it, and it'll grade it.
Oh wow, they've gotten pretty sophisticated, haven't they?
Oh, without a doubt, but it doesn't eliminate in-person testing. Two of the clubs that I do it with still do in-person testing every couple of weeks. And they use tablets, and they're saying it just goes so much easier. But occasionally they have someone comes in and wants to do paper. They'll print out a test for them, and off they go.
Oh, that's neat. Frank, you guys, well, Frank, you're not doing the testing, so you're not the right person to ask, are you?
Yeah, I'm not. But I think there's a certain element to the in-person thing because it kind of gets them to meet people, and then maybe there's a social aspect to it, maybe to get them to come meetings and stuff. But so when I was talking about it earlier, I was actually thinking about the in-person portion of that and how we can, and I didn't know about the grading thing, but that is cool as well. But yeah, I mean, I wouldn't. If it was just up to me, I'd be like, yeah, let's do it, but it's not. So, but yeah, if I hear anybody talking about it, I'll let them know.
Yeah, sounds good. Nothing else for the net?
No, negative. Nothing. Just turn it back over to you. And thanks for doing the net and for everybody participating. KV9RKK.
Yeah, very good, Frank. That was Frank, Kilo Bravo 9, Romeo Kilo in Northwest Mount Juliet. Anybody else anywhere, any place? Please come in.
KG4, I think.
Are you definitely any place, anywhere, aren't you?
Yep. Good evening, all, and to the rest of the net. Hope everybody's doing fine. Well, I can't tell you anything different that I did. Same old stuff every day.
Well, you sound like my house. Dogs are barking in the background.
Yeah, they're constantly doing that here. That's for sure.
Yeah, I don't know if you heard me earlier that when I put the dachshund and the chihuahua outside, they were just laying in the sun like a couple of old ladies.
You know what? All the dogs around here do that. They get when they're laying on the front porch because they get the sun on the front porch a lot, and they love it. They bask in it.
The only thing lazier than the dog is a cat.
Or me.
Oh, I don't know about that. You can't get the cat to go out there and turn the antenna.
Oh, yeah, that's true. You know what? I never even looked up at it this afternoon. It might be in the wrong position.
Well, I can hear you. You're not talking on that one, though, are you?
No, I'm talking. Well, I'll be talking on it here in a few. I probably need to go out there and check it out and make sure it's right in the right position.
All right, sounds good. Then let me know. Anything else for the net, Kevin?
No, nothing much. If you don't hear me on 220, I fell off the roof.
Well, don't tell me that because I'll send the ambulance out there.
All right.
All right. That was Kevin. He's in Lebanon. Kilo Golf for Mike India Zulu. Anybody else out there? We're looking for the lollygaggers, lurkers, and sandbaggers. Not to mention the skulkers, the slackers, lizard people, scanner listeners, the repeater kerchunkers, and the flat earthers, if I didn't mention those already.
Who? KJ4,
KJ4, it's KPD, is it?
Yeah.
This sounds like, oh man, this sounds like Herbie.
Yeah. First time I said something to you, probably a year or so. Good afternoon to you.
I think the last time I may have said hello to you or even saw you was over at the Cedars of Lebanon at the Ham Fest, and that had to be a couple, 3 years ago.
Man, time flies, doesn't it? Life in a blink of an eye.
Oh, I know. I understand you had a little health issue. You okay?
Oh, yeah, I'm getting better.
Was there any serious consequences to that?
I had a stroke in the back of my head, believe it or not. It didn't hurt me. It didn't make me sick in my stomach or nothing. It just made me dizzy like I was drunk all the time.
Oh, so it was a little different. Yeah. You know, my mother had one. What did they call it? Did they call it one of those TIAs? Is that what they called it?
Oh, I don't remember what they called it. They did terraform MRIs on me or whatever, or CTs, and they finally determined that's what it was. I stayed in the doctor there in the hospital for a week, and they turned me loose. I've been getting better every day since. Of course, I'm on medicine now.
Yeah, I'm with you. Well, I'm glad it got better. I'm sorry that happened to you. My mother had a stroke, a couple of them. The one she had that was similar, I say similar to yours. I don't know what that means, but she said her actually knew there was something wrong when the entire room looked upside down.
Well, it wasn't that bad, but I go walk across the floor and I lose my balance and almost fall over. And it wouldn't last a second or two, and I straightened up. And then maybe 30 minutes later, it did again.
Huh. That's sounds odd to me, but what do I know? I don't know. You've just exhausted my entire health knowledge right there. Well, I'm very good. You getting on the air very much there, Herbie?
No. I kind of got tired of the radio here back about a year or so ago. I don't hardly say very much no more. But I'm doing better. I got out in the yard today and did some things. But anyway, maybe next week or so I'll try to go back to work somewhere. It's been a month now.
Well, you've been pouring much concrete before that?
No, I gave it up. I did it all my life. I got where every time I go out to do something, I had to beg for help. So the last job I had was a year ago, concrete work was a year ago, and I literally had to beg somebody to come and help me do it.
Yeah, well, I don't think I have to tell you, and I know from some personal experience, very little, like compared to yours, concrete work is not easy work.
So just about all last summer, all I did was haul garbage. I know a couple realtors, and they get an old house somewhere that's got a bunch of junk in it. I take the truck and the trailer over and load the trailer up with garbage and all its dump on. And of course, they pay me for it.
Oh, that's awesome. Well, that makes you a real entrepreneur, doesn't it?
I don't know about all that, but it wasn't as much as pouring a driveway or something, but it did give me a couple of dollars in my pocket anyway.
Yeah, yeah. Well, you're not. You're still working hard, and you're no spring chicken, right?
We're 62 in September.
Yeah. Well, I got 13 years on there, Herbie.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad you done all right making it that far.
Well, so far so good. You've been so out of touch. I had cancer surgery. How long ago? 18 months ago, and everything seems to be fine.
Well, I quit smoking. I haven't had a cigarette for a month now. And I talked to my sister on the phone. She said, "You feel okay?" I said, "No, I don't really know what okay feels like." I said, "I smoked cigarettes for 40 years. I don't know if I'm feeling okay or if I'm feeling bad for not smoking."
Well, I did the same thing, Herbie, when I quit smoking. Well, it's now about 30 years ago, I think. No, 35 years ago, I think. But anyway, I did the same thing. You don't even know what it feels like after you quit smoking because you've been at it so long, you don't know what normal is.
I understand that. I'm going to be quiet because somebody else might want to come in there and tell a lie about something. I appreciate you coming in there and saying hello to me.
Yeah, very good. Good to have you in there, Herbie. It's good to hear from you again. I look forward to seeing you at the next Hamfest or whatever. That was Herbie, Kilo Juliet 4, Kilo Papa Delta. And he is, are you still in Are you still in Cottontown area or are you somewhere else?
I'm in a big town of White House where there ain't no president. But anyway, when's the next Hamfest around here close? I'm done.
Oh, the close one. I'm not even sure what the next one is because all I'm thinking about is the one that's in, I guess it's July, excuse me. I think that's the one in Wilson County. Over there at Lebanon.
I missed the other one the other day because I was in the hospital. And I want to go to one anyway. I'm done.
Well, very good. I'm glad you're feeling better, though, Herbie, and I'm glad things are looking up for you. And congratulations on quitting smoking. Just remember, it's not you quit smoking. You just don't quit. You don't smoke anymore. That's what I always used to tell people. They said, "So you quit?" I said, "No, I just don't smoke anymore." Anyway, that was Herbie, Kilo Juliet 4, Kilo Papa Delta, and he is in White House. Who else? Anybody anywhere? No lollygaggers, lookers, or sandbaggers, or flat earthers. But we had a big net. I'm going to jump over to 70 centimeters for those who would like to go over there. 446, 415, 446, 415. We'll see you in a minute. K4PW. This is Kilo 4 Papa Echo Whiskey with Mount Juliet Simplex Radio Net here on 446-415. Looking for check-ins from the east.
KM4YRF.
All right, KM4YRF. We got Michael here in Mount Juliet. Who else is east? East or north?
K4GLN.
Ah, very good. You got a good signal there, Danny.
Thank you.
Yeah, very good. That's Kilo Foxtrot 4 Golf Oscar November, and that's Danny, and he is in Cottontown vicinity, I'll call it. Who else is a great signal too? Who else is north, east or north?
KB9 RKK.
I'd say you had a good signal, but that would be like repetitive, you know.
No problem.
No, a great signal. He's here in Mount Juliet, and he's a good location, and we're not that. We got a good line of sight here between our two antennas. Kilo Bravo 9 Romeo Kilo Kilo. That was Frank. Here in the northwest Mount Juliet. Who else is north? So we'll go north or west?
G4 ILV.
All right, we got Jack in there. Kilo Golf 4 India Lima Victor. Good copy. Who else is the west?
Kilo Delta 4 Charlie Victor Echo.
Very good. We got Kilo Delta 4 Charlie Victor Echo, and that's Greg in Antioch. Another big signal on 70 centimeters. 70 centimeters sounds good to me. Who else is west?
Kilo 4 Alpha November Mike.
Hello, Mike. Sound good. Kilo 4 Alpha November. Hey, I forgot where you were already. That's terrible. Where? Alpha. It's Alpha November, Mike. I'm sorry, Alpha November, Mike. I'm calling you Mike. Sorry about that. I was hearing. I was repeat like a parrot. I was repeating what you said. What you said. That sounds. I'm embarrassed to say that. Anyway, he's in. I'll get it straight here in a second. I'm looking at my notes and I can't keep up where I was. I got distracted myself. Oh, yeah, that's right. He's Old Hickory. That's it. It's Clint in Old Hickory. Kilo 4 Alpha November Mike. What a short memory I have. Anyway, that's Kilo 4 Alpha November Mike, and it's Clinton with a big signal out of Old Hickory. Who else is west? You can tell I'm having a good time. Anybody else west or south?
K3MPR South.
Very good. We got Mike in here in east of me on Mount Juliet. Kilo 3 Mike Papa Romeo. Who else is east? Or anywhere, south or east or any place anywhere. All right, that's funny. We had 20 on FM, 2 meters, and now only 8 on the 70 centimeters. It's normally that way. Some people don't even have a 70 centimeter, either an antenna or a radio that has the 70 centimeters. Sometimes I wonder why we have 70 centimeters, because almost nobody gets on there on Simplex, and the 70 centimeter repeaters are mostly dead. I think mostly. I don't pay much attention to them. Anyway, we're going to go over to Michael. Would you announce where they're going over on the 2 meter side? We're going over to wherever we're going. We're going to 28.415. All right, that's where we're going. 28.415. Unless we have any check-ins further on 70 centimeters.
Earl.
Hey, Earl, you there? Very good. We got you in there early. You're a little spotty to me, up and down, in and out, over and out. Anyway, thanks for being there. You make number 9, Kilo Echo 4 Delta Echo Zulu in Noreen, and that's Earl. Okay. Anybody else before we jump? Anybody copying anything I can't? Guess I forgot to tell Kevin we were going to go over there. All right. We'll chew them out later. All right, we're going over 28.415. All right, here we are on 28.415 on upper sideband. This is K4PEW. Is there any check-ins from the east? Please come now.
KM4YRF.
Yeah, it's getting repetitive, isn't it, Michael? KM4YRF, Michael in Mount Juliet. Who else is west or east? Excuse me. Anybody east or north?
KB9 RKK.
Very good. Kilo Bravo 9 Romeo Kilo Kilo, and that's what's his name? Frank. Mount Juliet. They'll have these little brain problems. Who else is north? Another good signal from Danny up there in Cotton Town, Kilo Delta 4 Golf, Oscar, November. Who else is north? All right, to the west. Kilo Golf 4, India Lima, Victor, Jack, and Donaldson. Good signal. Who else is west? Yeah, very good. How you sound pretty good tonight. Are you hearing similar things tonight? Good signals on 10-meter sideband. Greg? Yeah, it's not too shabby. It really isn't. Well, anyway, that was Kilo Delta 4 Charlie Victor Echo. Yeah, Charlie Victor Echo. I was writing another letter in there for the dummy. Charlie Victor Echo. I was going back to my old. I put down CVN, and you'll know what I'm talking about, Greg. Instead of CVE. Who else is any place anywhere? Or actually, when we started, we were in the south, but west over to the south.
K3 and the Ark South.
Also we got Michael Kilo 3 Mike Papa Romeo, and we've got Kilo 4 Alpha November Mike, and that's Clint in Old Hickory. Both have good signals. Who else is? Oh, by the way, Clint, what are you using for an antenna over there for 10 meters? Oh no, it's doing a good job for you because I think you're also using the end fed, aren't you, Michael?
Yeah, end fed halfway, probably, like I said, it goes 40 feet vertical and then across the yard about 55 feet.
Oh, so yours is actually like an inverted L end fed, right?
Definitely. I found that gives me the best.
Awesome. Very good. And yours just is a regular end fed. How high is it off the ground there, Clint?
I've got mine going up about 40 feet and coming back down sort of an inverted feet.
Okay, very good, very good. Yeah, good. It's a decent signal, so nothing to complain about there. Well, very good. Anybody else? That was Kilo 4 Alpha November Mike Clint in Old Hickory, and then we had Kilo 3 Mike Papa Romeo in here in Mount Juliet, both with end feds. I also have an end fed, but I'm not using it right now. I have a repair I have to do. Who else? Any place, anywhere, or from the south? Please come now. Any place, anywhere, north, south, east, or west. Very good. We got Kilo Echo 4 Delta Echo Zulu. Of course, that's Earl down there in Noreen. Kilo Echo 4 Delta Echo Zulu. You sound good. You copying anybody besides me there, Earl? All right, very good. Well, we got the yonder part because that's where you are, out yonder. That was Kilo Echo 4 Delta Echo Zulu, and that's Earl over Noreen. Anybody else, any place, anywhere? Anybody copying any stations I can't hear?
Not a thing.
Okay, very good. What'd you say? I can't hear you. That was interesting. We had 9 on 70 centimeters, and then we had 9 on 28 415. Let's see if we can get 9 on 223 415. Well, very good. With nothing else in there, I'm going to close out this portion of the net. Does anybody have check-ins on 10 meters? Please come now. All righty, nothing heard. Appreciate everybody being there, and we had some pretty good conditions tonight. I'm hoping if you're still there and I couldn't hear you, let me know who you are. Anyway, I'm closing this portion on that, going over to 223.415. 223.415. We'll see you there. This is K4PW Net Control, Mount Juliet Simplex Radio. Now looking for check-ins on 223.415.
K4VW, Carlin.
All right, we got KD4VUW, Carlin in there. Who else?
KM4YRF.
KM4YRF. Who else?
KV9
KB9RKK. Who else? KD4. Whoops. KD4 CVE. Very good. Anybody else? KG4ILV. I think I've heard these before. Who else is in there?
Well, you give me KG4 MIC.
Ah, there you go. You missed the 70 centimeter and the 10 meter. What happened, Kevin?
Well, I forgot about the 10 meter, and I didn't hear anything on 70 centimeter at all. I heard a couple of times where it broke 12 cents a couple of times, but that was it.
What are you using for the 70 centimeter?
Same trim, that trim that I use for 2 meters.
Oh, okay. That is a dual bander, that tram?
Roger.
You should be able to copy me, okay? What's wrong with that?
I didn't hear you. I'm telling you, I didn't hear anything. I still got it on there now, and I'm not hearing anything.
Huh. Wow. All right. Well, I don't know what's going on there. I don't know. Because the tram's a pretty decent antenna.
Yeah, hell, I don't know. For 10 meters, I totally forgot about that one. I would have heard y'all on if I would have heard you announce it, but I wasn't able to get on 70 centimeters.
Well, that's my bad, man. I should have told you about the 10 meters right up front as soon as I got you on the air.
It's all right.
All right, very good. Anybody else in there? That was Kevin. Kilo Go for Mike India Zulu. Who else is out there? Any place, anywhere? All right, we got a good one. Hey, I wanted to tell you guys, I saw a radio on that Radio Oddity, I believe that's a site, and they're marketing a radio. I think it's, I don't have it in front of me. So you may have seen it. It's a CS9000, I think it was the number on it, or CS9 something. And I didn't have any particular interest other than I didn't know what it was. So I looked, and it is a radio purported to do D-Star, C4 FM, DMR, P25, and whatever the other one, NXM or NIXM or whatever it is. All 4 of them, or 5 of those, whatever I just said. And it's about $400. Isn't everybody excited?
What was the name of it again?
I think it was hold on. If you go to Radio Oddity site, I'm pretty sure it's Radio Oddity is their website, if you've not seen it.
Yeah, I've been to that site before.
And I think it's a CS9000 or something like that. I just was stunned by the fact they're selling a radio that's going to be, it's a pre-order. It's going to do, not only will it do all 4 of those modes, it said it will, or 5 modes, I think. It will recognize and populate the radio memory with whatever frequencies and whatever mode it's in.
Well, I guess China does it again.
Well, yeah, they're finding everywhere they can to monitor us.
That seems to be working for them.
Yeah, that's right. Anyway, I don't know if anybody else has seen that, though. Let me find that on Radio On.
I saw on Facebook they're advertising a push to talk worldwide, and it uses telephone.
Why would we do that?
Don't have a clue.
Gotta find, well, I got to find that radio now that I brought it up. I'm pretty sure I saw it on Radio Oddity. But I could be wrong. Or I might have just dreamed it.
I'm on their site. I don't see it.
Well, I just put in C4 FM in there, and they're not showing any C4 FM products.
Maybe what you saw was just like an announcement that they're going to come out with that.
No, it was. That's what I'm saying. Is it? I definitely saw it, and I looked at it, and it said it was. They were taking pre-orders for it. They didn't have it in stock. Well, I'm gonna have to try looking at it again. Anybody else got anything else for the net? But we got nothing. Everybody's got blanked out tonight.
We're all trying to find that radio on the internet.
It really was a. I don't think I dreamt that. I do see they got a nice Radiodity CB500 CB radio, 4 watts, AM FM, $109. And the Kevin, if you're there, they got that. Well, you might even be interested in. They got that Bofang GT18 FRS radio. It has USB charging, and it's I don't know if it's all they're $35 a piece or they're I don't know. By the way, Greg, you might be able to good choice. Tell him about that. He was looking to buy a reasonably good GMRS radio, and I wouldn't know what to tell him.
Not really sure. I mean, everybody makes them. That's how Michael uses a Radiodity DMR. Yes, I did. It works very well.
I would have to go research on my history where I saw that in my system. I can figure out how to find that again.
I have a TYT GMRS handheld.
Hey Kevin, did you ever figure out which GMRS radio you wanted to use?
No, I hadn't figured out anything. I've just been looking around, seeing what prices are and such, well, what bands and what frequencies, and, just things like that. I didn't know that they were so damn complicated.
Well, I don't know. They're that and complicated in what way do you mean?
They got all kinds of frequencies. I've seen one where it was a GMRS and it had a CB radio connected to it. It did airband and did all kinds of different things. I was like, well, doggone, I don't need all that.
Well, I couldn't have been more wrong on that radio. It was actually with csi-radios.com, and it's a Charlie Sierra 800D plus. CS 800D plus, for those of you listening, $429. And it's, and I just, like I said, it doesn't even give a description in there for the little front page until you go down to program, and it says, for those of you that haven't found it yet, it includes a radio programming cable, GPS module. It can store 520,000 contacts, 64,000 channels, does DMR fusion, D-Star P25, and NXDN. Imagine a radio that can make its own code plug by analyzing the signals being transmitted. Makes its own code plug. I love the radio already. So, but they're taking pre-orders, if I read that correctly. But anyway, then it gives a little discussion. You'll see it in it. I'll send it out to the group, I guess, if somebody's interested. I don't really want to buy another radio, but it sure would be nice to have a mobile radio. But it doesn't say it does FM. That's what confused me. It does not say it does FM, but maybe it does, and I just didn't see it.
What was the site? Test for a few years now. I think it's vaporware.
Say that again, Frank. I missed part of what you said.
I said I've been seeing that radio for a few years now. I think it's a type of vaporware. I don't think it's going to show up.
I don't know. It's got a nice picture of it.
Yeah, I know. There's a European one too that they're working on. It doesn't do quite as many modes, but they're working on one too. There's a part of the problem is you can't the D-Star, unless they're paying for it, is illegal. They can't do it.
Oh, I agree. I was wondering how they manage it. They would have to get a license.
Yeah, so they can't. It's one thing to make a prototype, but to actually make it and then it has to pass all the testing. I don't know. It might come out, but I've seen it since before COVID. That even the model number didn't change.
I thought I had seen it before too, but I had never read the description. By the way, there's three reviews here. One of and the one answers the question kind of. It says using this unit as a 2-for-1 base station covering analog and DMR. We're already doing that here, Powered right up, blah, blah, blah. The unit came preloaded with latest firmware. It receives and talks, great, blah, blah. But again, it doesn't say. But I think what they're selling is that it's going to have firmware that will be distributed to people that it will make it do the other stuff. But that sounds like a kind of an empty promise.
Well, maybe that's their workaround, because I know, something kind of similar to that happens with computers. Like if you build a Linux computer, technically they can't give you these drivers, but if you download them yourself and unpack this little thing here, boom, it magically does things that it wasn't supposed to do. So it's possible.
Yeah, I find it hard to believe though, because I'm guessing that the Japanese who licensed the the D-Star, I guess they'd be a little upset somebody hacking and using it.
Well, I think it's Ambi. It's an Ambi. I forget who makes the chip, but it's the problem with the D-Star is it's hardware instead of software solution, and it's an actual chip you got to buy that has it. But I don't know. We'll see what happens. Hey, maybe it'll come out. But there's another one that's been since 2016 in Europe that they were trying to make. And I don't know if it ever came out. So it's been quite a few of them out there.
Yeah, I remember hearing about that European one, but I didn't remember any follow-up on it.
Yeah, it was the new radio. Supports, D-Star, DMR, and C4 FM. But you're right, the one that you saw, that one does what is it, NX, whatever, DN.
Yeah, I don't even know what that. I can't even spell NXDN.
Yeah, I don't know. It would be cool for like one thing. The net I always miss the digital part. You can do all with one radio, but oh man, like we need more radios, right?
Well, let me tell you exactly what it says here. It sounds funny when they say it too. It says when you first get the radio, you'll get the firmware that will do DMR and analog, exactly like the standard CS800D. The next step will be to remove all the commercial features in both the radio and the CPS and expand the database to accommodate the final product. We will have links for most of the features, but not the actual features themselves. Then we start implementing the new features one at a time to accommodate the visually impaired and the ability to use many of the features without taking your eyes off the road. Extensive use of voice prompts will be used.
Great. Alexa's going to be built in. Yeah, it sounds like that's what they're doing. It's a Bofang, but it's under the VTech name. And it's kind of odd because it actually says dual band FM transceiver on it, but the firmware limits it to being just a GMRS radio that's channelized.
But what it's saying here, listen to what it says next. It's interesting, and you'll have to go to the page. It says that the radio only accommodates the DMR and analog at the moment. It says this section is going to show how we can extend it to also communicate using the others. It says NXDN Fusion and P25 use the same AMBE vocoder used with the DMR. D-Star used a similar but different vocoder, so the external computer will have to handle that vocoder. In other words, you're going to have something other than the radio. I never heard of that. So the patent for that vocoder has long expired, so there should, I like the terms they use, should be no legal issues in using the technology.
Right, okay, I see it. But see, you got to have an external processor. So that's not a one solution in one box.
No, absolutely, but that's the way they're kind of touting it. It sounds like more trouble than it's worth, quite honestly. Unless you can do it with it does say external computer can be as simple as a DB15, a Raspberry Pi, or a standard PC.
Right, but it's still an external box. Now you got to tag along with you. So, but yeah, that's cool. But hey, you know what? It's all about experimentation. So it's if you got $400 if you want to try it, go ahead.
Yeah, there was somebody else in there. Go ahead.
I was saying I've ordered mine. It's always Jack.
So about 4 more, we all get them. We'll have them going by this weekend.
You just ordering them right now?
Oh yeah.
Why don't you order one from me too?
All right.
I should have recorded Charles out in West Nashville, because we started with this, with the nets we've been doing, and I would say after the 220, and he said, and the DMR, and then the 220, and I said, yeah, we were joking around. I said something about doing another net. I don't remember what it was, huh? And he says, I ain't buying no more radios.
I'm thinking P25.
There you go. No, I have no interest. I mean, there's a P25 net up in Sumner County, and I'm told it's just a handful of people on that.
Kind of funny. I heard a decent GMR in that of all things.
Hey, listen, whatever turns people on. I mean, it's cool that there would be a man, one of those nets.
Yeah, it's Sumner County, and I think it's probably hand guys who are just messing with GMRS. Probably are part of our group.
Yeah, no, like I said, it's great. I don't mind. I mean, to me, if I was an idealist and you could make it work, if you could hand out cheap FRS or GMRS radios to everybody in your neighborhood, you'd have one of the best systems for people to have to communicate if there was a loss of power and that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I thought of that. And I got bags full of radios I can hand out. But do you really want to be listening to your neighbors all the time?
No, I'd leave the radio off.
Yeah, I mean, if it's an emergency, great. But I'm afraid it would be just, and everybody believes that stupid Roger beats that the FRS radios all have it. The first thing I do is turn that tone off.
No, here's what you do. You make it so you get the radios that are custom built, and so you're the only one that can enable the whole group for activity.
Exactly, yeah. Put CTCS codes and stuff. Yeah. But then what a headache in the old nosy people.
Now, listen, my wife started reading to me. No, she was complaining about how some people, I don't remember who she was referring to now, but she was saying they get all wrapped around the axle with dumb things, just dumb, inconsequential things. And I said, don't you understand that's what next door is for?
Yeah. And also FRS radios, you can get 2 for $20. Everybody should have one, at least, one in the house, one in the car. So, cut each other out driving.
Yeah, that's right. Oh boy, yeah. If everybody had one, I'm glad they never figured out that was a good idea to put FRS radios in every vehicle built right into the dashboard. That'd be pretty slick.
I think it's going to be required soon. They're going to eliminate AM radios because there's too many conservative talk and focus on this wide open FRS where you're transmitting and receiving all the time whether you want to be.
Are you sure that's the reason they were getting rid of the AM radios in the cars? I thought it was due to the interference problems with the electrical modules in that car.
I don't buy
it. Why would Elon Musk want to get rid of conservative talk radio?
I don't know. Is it him?
Well, he makes electric cars.
No, but is he behind the getting rid of the AM?
Oh, I don't really know. He's behind putting a radio chip in your head.
Yeah, I'm all for that. Yeah, I'm for that.
Yeah, very good. Anybody else got anything for the net before I go eat dessert and Michael go get some ice cream?
Yeah, Paul, I may need you to do the 10-meter net for me Sunday.
Okay, I can do that. What frequency is it on again?
29,415, 28,415, and 223,415.
Yeah, that's all right. Just be glad I don't drink. It'd be a lot worse.
Yeah, I might be able to do it, but I'm just not sure at the moment.
All right. I'm sure your children, I say children, it sounds funny, your children when they're both adults, could help you.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure they would be happy to.
Very good. They do just as good a job as me or you, I think.
Oh, probably so.
Well, very good, everybody. I'm going to jump out of here. You guys have a good night. Appreciate everybody in there. And as far as I can tell, we had 7. We had me, Then Kilo Delta 4 Victor Uniform Whiskey, Kilo Mike 4 Yankee Romeo Foxtrot, Kilo Bravo 9 Romeo Kilo. Who was that? I can't read my own writing. Oh, Greg, KD4 CV, Kilo Golf for India Lima Victor, and Kilo Golf for Mike India Zulu. Appreciate everybody being there, and we'll catch you next time. K4P.
Catch up later. Good luck, Mike. Sending good juju your way. KD4 TV.
Thank you, Greg.
We're all
Good
done.
night,